Okay, so we've just settled down to start playing the first scenario in the Dawn Rise of the Occulites book, which is called Return of the Hunt. Returning from the Hunt, sorry. So the objectives for this particular scenario are you need to try and collect as many sun gems as you can, and then you need to exit opposite the board. So if we started on this side, we need to exit on that side. The Hydras have started there, they need to exit here. You get 1 victory point for getting a tribe member across to the other side of the board, and you get 2 victory points if they are holding a sun gem and they cross over to the other side of the board as well. The game ends when either all sun gems are out of play or one whole tribe is out of play. So we'll get started. Let's see who goes first. 2.
1.
Oh, bad luck. Alrighty, so we will go first, the Polaris. Alright. So let's start with I'm going to play that. Let's activate 2. So start by activating this little guy. Oh, and I should mention we're just playing the introductory game, or the core rules. So all of the statistics are the same for all of the figures. They all have an awareness of 2, a speed of 6, attack of 4, defense of 4, and 5 health. We'll do another video further into the campaign that shows off the advanced rules and the different layers that brings to the game. So first action, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can hold that, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, second activation. We use this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second action. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he picks that sun gem up. Okay, and your turn.
Okay. Now I'm going to activate 3.
You keep it on your side till end of your turn.
Okay. So first one I'm going to activate is this one here. And then second action. Can I pick it up and continue moving, or do I have to stop my move?
No, when you pick up a sun gem, you've got to stop. It ends that particular action.
Yep. Okay, and then my next one is going to be this one here. And then 1.
No.
And my third activation, I'm going to move my chief.
And he's got a second awareness if he wants to use it as well. Okay. I am going to activate 2. Okay, I'm going to activate my chief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is second awareness. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's making a run for it.
Uh-oh.
Your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to again activate 3.
Yep.
So I'm going to move that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then again.
Now, your tribal chief can, if he's within 12 spaces,
Yep.
he can spend a tribal token to give any Occulite +1 awareness for that turn only, which might actually allow that netter to get in contact.
Yep, he's within 12. Awesome, so
So is he within 6 though?
Huh?
Is he within 6 spaces to move?
No. Oh, if I'm...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we're playing advanced rules, you could throw your net at him.
But we're not, so there's no point wasting the tribal token then, really.
Not really. Not this time.
So that was my first activation.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second activation is this one. 6. 6.
So all of these, because we're just playing the core rules, count as difficult terrain. So it's 2 spaces per space to move through it.
But what about for like water for the hikers and does that matter?
Well, if we were using the tribe rules, you would be able to move through it freely, and I would be able to move through swamp freely, but we're just playing basic core, so they're just...
Okay. And my third, I'm going to move this one.
And then another 6?
Yep, straightforward.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, should have thought of it earlier. Alright, my turn. I'm going to let nature take its course because I want to keep the cards that I've got in hand. So let's see how many activations I get. Activate 2. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to activate this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then his second action is to move into an adjacent space. He's not charging though, it's just a move. The second activate, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, he's going to be way too far away, isn't he? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second action, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna spend a tribal token. 1, 2, 3. To give him an extra action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's a charge. Didn't quite get the 6 to get the extra reroll. Okay, so this is a gang up attack. So I will get a number of rerolls in attack equal to this guy's attack, which is 4. Because he's helping. So hang on. Yep. 9 attack.
5 defense.
Okay.
Now, at what point do we play boosts and actions and things like that?
So if you have an effect that happens sort of during a combat, you could sort of play that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or like when defending, things like that. Otherwise, we can play boost cards now if we want. You can play up to 2 boost cards, of course.
How many
So
effects
they're
are you
different
allowed to
types.
play? Just one per?
One effect per combat resolution.
Decisions. No, alright, I'm not playing a boost.
Alright. So mine was actually a boost, so I get an extra dice.
I thought you were
Tricking.
tricking me then.
Not tricking. Now, if I hadn't used my tribal token, I could have also played steel at the end.
Okay.
by spending a tribal token to use
Oh,
an
that's
effect.
how I could have used 2 effects.
Yeah, well, no,
That would be the only effect you could choose to use.
yeah, during
Okay.
a combat turn, but because I've already used the tribal token, once you've played a card,
Yeah.
you can use the effect if you use the tribal token.
Yeah.
But I've already used the tribal token this turn, so I can't do that again.
Yeah.
Alright, so that gives me 10 dice.
Me and measly 5.
And I'm going to get 4 re-rolls because of the gang up attack. So we're both trying to roll 4 or under,
Yeah.
and zeros count as successes. My dogs. Alright, so I've only got 4 successes so far, so I'm going to re-roll those 4 dice
I've
for
got
this guy.
3.
And it gives me an extra 2, so that puts me on 6 successes and you're on 3.
Yeah. I'm going to... Is that the end of the combat?
So that's going to do 2 points of damage to you.
Yeah.
And then because I've played the highest card, I get priority in playing effects.
Okay.
So I haven't played a card effect yet. So I'm going to discard this card to use Trip, which after a combat placed one of your opponent's figures that participated in that combat prone. That means that this Sungeon is launched out to one of these 3 spaces.
So does that mean I can't play an effect now because I've been tripped?
When you're prone, you can't play effects. That's correct.
Mm.
Yeah. So where do you want to place it? Just here, straight behind?
How far can it
Just
scatter?
more.
And,
You're probably best putting it there.
Oh, don't put them back in there.
Yeah, I know. Alright, now, people watching at home, you'll notice that none of us have replenished our hands yet. We've only got 2 cards left at the moment, and Shay's got 4. So it actually costs an action to replenish your hand, which encourages good management of the cards in your hand. You know, do you want to play a big bunch of cards at once, or do you need to save them for a particular opportune moment? Because I played 3 cards during that combat, I'm down to 2 now, and it puts me fairly vulnerable for this particular turn. So one thing that you can do is in combat and when activating, you can let nature take its course, which just lets you flip the top card off the deck and you use whatever you get. So it's you basically leave it to nature to determine what you're able to do, which is handy if you're stuck on cards, but you don't want to be relying on that. So your turn.
What does it cost me for getting up?
Okay, to stand up, you can spend 1 action to stand up,
Mm-hmm.
or you can and my son Leo over there, and you can discard 2 cards to stand up without using an action. So if you discard 2 cards, it's free to stand up,
Yep.
or you can spend an action to stand up without getting rid of cards. So you have options as to what you do depending on what cards are in your hand if you want to keep them.
Yep.
Things like that. So you need to play a card to start with to activate a number of figures.
Well, I am going to let nature take its course and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Activate 3.
That's nice.
Yep. Okay. My first activation is to move my chief.
Yep.
Okay. That's 1. And then... Say hi, everyone.
Hi everyone.
I'm meant to be asleep right now, as you can tell. Yeah.
Look at that cheeky smile. Alright.
Okay. And then his second activation is... Oh, second action, sorry.
Yep.
What's the ready thing again?
So ready, if it's the last action of that particular figure,
Yeah.
you can take a ready action which allows you to let nature take its course without being forced to play that particular card. So if someone then attacks that figure,
Oh, right, yeah.
you can let nature take its course, but then if you don't like the card, you don't have to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So it just gives you a little bit more flexibility
Yeah.
to prepare for something that might happen.
I might use my second action to replenish my hand.
Yeah. So you can get rid of any cards that you don't want, and then
Just get rid of that one. So that leaves me with 3, so I can draw 4 cards.
you go back to bed. Or are you too awake?
Are you meant to be having a sleep? And one more. Okay, so that's my chief's turn, so I've still got 2 more I can activate.
Yep.
So I am going to...
You're gonna try and rescue the
Yeah,
sun
that's what I'm
gem, or-
thinking I'm going to have to do. So I will make that one over there my next activation.
Yep.
So to stand up costs me an action.
Or 2 cards. Oh, lovely.
Do you know what? I am going to discard 2 cards for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1, 2, 1. Those 2.
Okay, so that stands him up. Now, if you want to get back to the sun gem,
Yeah, I've got a
that's going to
breakaway.
take a breakaway.
Yeah.
So you're going to do that?
Yes.
So, because it's a gang up attack at the moment, you've got 2 people in contact with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 breakaways. You can use boost cards from your hand to boost the number.
Yeah.
So you're still wanting to do that?
I'll have to do something.
Yeah.
Or can I attack and then...
You can attack, but I'll get extra 4 rerolls in defense.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you take the 2 damage for him from before?
No.
Cheeky.
That's this one here.
Normally, these would be pegs. There'd be boards with pegs in them, but because we don't have samples yet, these are all just prototype components. Obviously, all the board and the terrain overlays will all be nice thick card, and then the figures will be coloured plastic, and the pre-paints, they'll be the same sort of colour scheme, but they won't look exactly the same as these.
I'm really tempted. Okay, so if I break away, what do I have to get? What do I have to...
You have to get higher
Yeah.
than what I get. So we both flip a card,
Yeah.
and you add your speed onto it, which
Yeah.
in the core game is all the same,
Yeah.
and then you can add any boosts to it.
Okay.
But you'd have to do that twice and win twice against 2 of my figures.
Or I could attack, try and knock one of them out, and then break away from the other.
Yeah.
We'll take the gamble and do that.
We'll have a look. I've got 2 cards,
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm thinking.
chances are it's a better option.
Yeah. So I'm going to attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
7.
Ouch. Okay. I'll spend a tribal token to use the precise keyword here,
Uh-huh.
or the effect, sorry, which is when defending, your defense counts as +2 this combat.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it'll count as 6.
Yep.
And then any boost cards, you have the option of playing first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so I've played the same number but an aggressive 3, so it only counts as 1 extra die. So I get 4.
And I've got 7 plus 1, so I have got 8.
This is not good for me. Well, which one are you attacking? Big dude, little dude?
I'll attack big dude.
Big dude. Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so I only got 2, but I do have this guy supporting, so I get up to 4 rerolls, but I can only reroll what I've got.
Yeah.
You can only reroll once.
Oh,
Okay, so I got 1 extra, and that was a 7, not a 1.
Oh.
So 3 to 5. So it's not doubled.
No.
So I only take one wound.
Now, I'm actually going to use a tribal token to use retreat.
Nice. That's very clever. Yeah.
So, spending a tribal token. So, retreat after a combat, move one of your figures a number of spaces equal to its speed without taking a breakaway test. So, I'm moving off the board, please.
You're not going to take...
Oh, I have to take the Sundra first, don't I?
Do you want the Sundra
Yes.
or not? You do? So that'll be still part of the 1 action for your attack.
Okay.
So you still have 1 more action, right?
So I can then, or can I reach?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh!
Unless you've already spent a tribal token.
I have spent a tribal token.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you're going to be 1 space short.
I don't think there's anything I can do to boost that up.
Unless you just want to get him off without taking the Sundra.
No, I'm greedy.
Right, what do you want to do then?
Yeah, I'll go around.
Or do you want to come back up here?
No.
No?
Oh.
1, 2, 3. This way or straight down?
Straight down.
4, 5, 6. Okay.
Alright.
Now you got 1 more, don't you?
Yep.
I have no cards left.
That's nice for you.
Which means...
Now I can't move, I've already moved my chief, activated my chief this turn, haven't I?
Yeah.
So I can't do him again. So it'd be...
You've done him and him, you got 1 more.
I'm going to send this one.
It's a big stretch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Okay, so that's my turn.
Okay, so I'll let nature take its course. And I get, ooh, excellent, an activate 1.
Lucky you.
Okay, so I'm going to activate... Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to activate him.
Uh-huh.
Okay, first action, replenish my hand. 3, 4, 6, 7. Whoops. What have we got? Ooh, mummy's gone now. Alright. So second action is charge, and it is exactly his speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which gives him 1 extra reroll. Okay. Let's go. Play any... Oh, we don't do boosts yet. Right?
7.
10. Oh! That is a bit silly. You did the wrong card. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. I played the wrong thing.
So that's only 5 now.
That is 5, yeah. Whoops, how embarrassing. Alright. So, I'm going to use a tribal token to use that, which is when attacking your attack counts as +2 this combat.
I'm not playing a boost.
Okay. So 11 dice for me. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
6.
6 dice, thank you. Cheater.
Alright, 6 dice.
7.
Needing 4s or lessers. I need 6 or lessers because of my precise.
Ouch.
And I get, oh, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 reroll because of the charge, which gives an extra. That is 6 successes to 2.
Yeah.
So I've tripled you, okay, and when I triple someone, that's very bad for you.
Can I spend a tribal token to retreat?
You You can, but you'll still cop damage, but you could retreat over here.
Yeah.
So you're taking 3 damage at the moment.
Yeah.
You lose 3 health first.
That's okay. I think I still need to retreat. Because otherwise I'm going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
So, yep, I'll spend a tribal token to do that.
So before you get the option to retreat, because I know you played the higher card.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I did.
Yeah, you did. So take your 3 damage, and then he's going to go retreat.
Yep, who's that? That's my...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or do you want to go like out this way?
No, there's one.
Okay.
Because then you can only go after one of mine now.
Yeah.
Hang on, who is it? So 3 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
And
your turn. Because
your
you've only
turn.
got 1.
Yep.
So,
You're going to go to bed, Mr. Magoo.
I am actually going to let nature take its course. And hope for the best again. Activate 3.
Oh, and Lady Luck is with Mummy again. Goodness me.
Okay.
There we go.
So I think it's pretty obvious what I'm going to do over there.
Yep.
So they're going to move off.
So 1 gives you 2 victory points. Well done. And this one?
Yep.
4 victory points.
So their lack of health means nothing now. Alright, so that's 2 activations. That's 4. And then my third, I'm going to come over here. Now I can throw my net.
No, because
No.
we're not using the advanced layers yet. Sorry.
Okay, well I can still attack you though.
You could charge in, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not full. It's not his full speed though,
No.
so you won't be able to get an extra reroll, but you can still attack.
Okay.
If you want to, I mean, like, I got a pretty good hand here.
I'm going to attack.
All right.
Oh, can I use 12? So I could actually give myself another.
Another awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how's that gonna help it?
Let me draw some cards.
Yeah, but you just did the charge.
But it wasn't a charge, it was just a move. Nah.
It's got to be separate to your
Okay.
other action. So you've moved in. If you're counting that as a charge,
Yeah, alright.
then you can't draw cards
Okay.
before you attack.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be cheeky.
Alright. So.
I'll play my
let's
card.
go. I'm going to.
With your wealth of 2 cards there,
Yeah.
let nature take its course.
Yep.
Hope to attack for you. 1. You're going to be rolling 1 dice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
For you.
Yeah. I'll be rolling 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and
Are you boosting that 6 at all?
I'm not going to. In the advanced game,
Yeah.
if we were using the advanced combat table, it would be worth me boosting it, because if I was able to quadruple you, then bad things would happen. But in the core rules, if I beat and at least double, it just does 1 damage.
Yeah.
But there's more consequences otherwise. So I'll roll my 6 dice.
I'll roll my 1.
Just the formality, I'm sure.
Yep.
Oh, that's
It
the
could
worst
have been
roll in
worse
history.
for me.
But that counts as 0, so any one result is a double,
Yeah.
at least. So you take 1 wound.
Yep. Can I play an effect?
Yeah.
Are you playing? I suppose you're higher, so you get to choose first.
That's true. So now I know that you have a steal, so I'll play a trick.
Well, that's what I wanted to do.
Too bad, so sad.
So he takes 2 hits and he's down.
Takes 1
I'll
hit
take
and he's
1
down.
and
Yeah.
he's down.
So the reason why I got to play my effect first was because I played the higher card in combat. So that's that. And that's all your...
Now, what happens if I just played it because you hadn't said you were going to play something?
That's a good point. I probably should have said that I wasn't playing anything.
Yeah, because I can't.
But I hadn't checked, I was just checking.
So really I shouldn't say, well, at what point does it...
I suppose you have to formally, what we've played with the playtesters and that is that you sort of formally say, I'm not taking an effect.
Okay.
And then the other person gets an opportunity. So
Okay.
just, you know, be nice about it, I suppose.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm going to let nature take its course for my turn, for the activation, and I get to, oh, ouch, activate 4. That could swing the game. First one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Alright. 2 victory points right there. Oh, you barracking for mummy instead, are you? Okay, next one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tribal token to give him an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And because of the chief, he had an extra awareness. He's off. Equal 4. That actually ends the game.
So that's a draw.
That is a draw. So it's 2 each. So if we were playing a campaign, I could have. Yeah. Hello. There you go. And if I didn't want it to be a draw, if I had one of these other guys, because I was able to activate 4, I could have got him a bit further up, which would have allowed me to get extra victory points. But that's okay. Wasn't able to do it on one turn. So rewards: 2 victory points if for each Occulite that leaves the opposite board edge with a sun gem. So we both got 4 victory points.
Yep.
Then none of our Occulites left the board without a sun gem, so there's no victory points there. There's no penalties in this particular scenario. If we were playing a campaign, these are the advances that would be available. So if your tribe killed an opponent's Occulite or at least 3 Luftals during the match, you may gain a +1 to the attack statistic of one of your figures. Again, this is if we're playing advanced. That hasn't happened. Or you can award up to 2 defense points to your tribe. If you lost, you get to gain 1 speed for 1 figure in your tribe. And then we would have the option to choose 1 learned ability to give one of our figures. So, but yeah, we're not playing the advance, so that ends the game, and that is 4-all draw. Well done.
Okay.
Hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you've got any questions, please feel free to comment. But for now, that's it. Thanks very much.